Hi, welcome to my channel. Hope you are enjoying my videos. Do like and subscribe if so. It takes a lot of effort in making these videos. Today we know about why exactly Apple will make its phone in India rather than China. India is gradually becoming an important manufacturing hub for iPhones, with Apple making models as latest as the iPhone 13. This year, however, Apple may double down on the local production of iPhone units. According to Economic Times, Apple is likely to make 11 to 12 million iPhone models in India Apple may also begin making the iPhone 14 in India much sooner than the launch dates of older iPhone models. This ramp-up would mark an uptick of 7.5% in the volume of locally manufactured iPhones. The increase in iPhone production in India will contribute 5 to 7% of global shipments, the report said, citing market analyses. Last year, the iPhone production in India contributed a little over 3% to global shipments, while it was a mere 1.5% a year before. India over China. Apple currently manufactures the majority of iPhones in China. But over the past few months, it is allegedly in the process of moving out production to other countries, such as Vietnam. The ongoing supply chain issues and geopolitical tensions between the US and China could be the major factors behind it. iPhone units produced in China contributed over 95% to global shipments in 2021 and around 98% in 2020, but this year, the contribution is likely to dip to between 91.2 to 93.5%, according to Counterpoint Research. The Indian government's Make in India initiative has proven to gain Apple's interest in producing more iPhone handsets in India. Last year, Apple began producing iPhone 13 in India, and this year, the iPhone 14 production could be on the cards, per Connolly's. Apple has been working with suppliers to ramp up manufacturing in India and now it's picking up the pace. In 2020 India was making 1.5% of global iPhone supply. Currently the country accounts for about 5% of supply with the iPhone 14 in 2022. Apple wants to raise this to 7%, that's around 12 million iPhones. Earlier this year Apple even started making the iPhone 13. In India last month Apple analyst Ming Chi Kuo stated that iPhone 14 production would begin in India 6 weeks after. Beginning in China usually this lag would be 6 to 9 months. It's believed that iPhone 15 production next year will begin simultaneously in both countries and the Indian government has offered financial incentives for tech production. They call this scheme the Make in India program. Foxconn, the primary manufacturer of iPhones, studied the process of shipping components from China and assembling the iPhone 14 at a plant in the Indian city of Chennai in the south. For now this is likely how the supply chain will work. While this may be good news for India, there are still three main hurdles to overcome. Number one, there is a huge supply chain network in China which doesn't exist in India. It would take a lot of investment to get a parallel Indian system to a comparable state. Assembling iPhones often entails coordination between hundreds of suppliers, and this isn't to mention Apple's infamously tight deadlines and strict quality control. Number two, for Apple there's a great deal of risk when it comes to security and secrecy. When moving to a new country, Apple goes to extreme lengths to keep new product details confidential and to stop leaks. Imposing the same rigorous controls in a second country would prove to be very difficult. Local Foxconn executives in India have thought about entirely cornering off a section of one of Foxconn's assembly lines. According to Bloomberg, they placed a great deal of scrutiny on how security around. And number three, India's workforce and factories have caused a bit of a headache for Apple. Over the past 5 years they've been disputes and even revolts over poor quality food and pay. It seems that this will probably be the easiest issue to fix. Improve the facilities. Andre, examine wages. So why is Apple doing all of this exactly? Well, the key word is uncertainty. Because of the economic and geopolitical climate, Apple sees a need to diversify its supply chain and build redundancy. They're seeking alternatives as the CCP clashes with the US government. A visit to Taiwan by the Speaker for the US House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi came at possibly the worst time. It partly destabilized the Asia-Pacific region at a time when tensions were already high. Harsh lockdowns across China, especially those in the manufacturing hubs, have really disrupted economic activity. These lockdowns, as well as sanctions have put a dent in China's manufacturing prowess. Couple this with rising labor costs in China and a shaky property market, and it's no wonder Apple is starting to look elsewhere for manufacturing. All goes into Apple's strategy of further diversifying its production capabilities outside of Greater China. Yeah, this is a very big move, and does it mean that Apple is going to move entirely out of China? No, but it does see Apple hedging its bets that there's potentially bigger problems coming as far as manufacturing products there down the line, and obviously this also comes after all those lockdowns and shutdowns that we've seen in China hampering manufacturing. So this is Apple making a bet on the fact that they may have to further diversify just to kind of get away from these kind of troubles in the future. So what do you guys think? Do you think Apple's move will encourage more investment by other companies to India? Feel free to discuss in the comments section below. Cheers and stay updated for many more videos. Thank you.